Hey guys, it's TechGuy276, and I've just been looking through the websites and stuff, and it seems to be that LG have bought Webos from HP. We all remember Webos. It used to be great on the HP platforms. They put it on the touchpad, and then they put it on the pre-free, the Palm Pixie, the pre-Pixie, the whatever, it's Pixie Pre-2, all of these different phones that Webos was put on. And I'm about to be run over. Webos is one fantastic operating system. It runs well. Fucking hell, how's this vehicle? It runs well. There's no lag. There's no nothing. It's very much like there isn't any home screen or widgets. Everything's done by cards, and it's a very different way of controlling the operating system. Say if you open an application, it shows you what. Like say if you go back, if you've got applications open, and then you just like go back to the home menu, they'll stay open, and they'll display as cards. So the last thing that you left the application on, it will still display it from the cards. And it's the same with internet browsing. With the standard Webos browser within Webos, the different tabs act as different cards, and you can stack different cards on top of each other, and it creates like a really nice multitasking system. There was one problem that I had, that people tried to replicate it in other Android platforms, and that was HTC with their HTC ice cream sandwich skin. And they tried to, like, say the cards in Webos were just flat on the background, but the ones in Webos were slanted a little bit, and you could scroll through the different applications like Webos, and you could swipe up to discard them or close them off like for good. And HTC tried to do that, but I didn't see the point. With Webos it works properly, but with the HTC platform, I'd much rather have the like all the little applications open, and you can just like swipe to the right to discard them or close them, and it was pretty good. What are the other things? You've got just type functionality. One way to make Webos much better, if you type in the Konami code into Webos just type feature, and you'll be able to install Preware, which is like the Cydia app for Webos. Remember, like the Cydia app is the jailbreak. Let's say the jailbreak store for iOS. Well, that's what Preware is. You'd be able to install tweaks, applications, third-party applications, people that can't get their applications on the HP catalog store. The one problem that I found with Webos is that the lack of applications. There's only 4,000 applications in the HP catalog, and that's just without the jailbreaking. So you've not got many apps. The Facebook application sucks. Also, the HP touchpad is the first tablet to get a dedicated Facebook application, and that's why Steve Jobs and Apple were pretty furious about it, because Steve Jobs went to like Mark Zuckerberg and said, I want the first Facebook application, like the first official one, and Mark Zuckerberg went beyond his word and created a Facebook application for the Webos platform. So he was pretty miffed at that. That's why during iOS 5 you could only tap to tweet. Well, Steve Jobs were actually planning on doing like post to Facebook feature, but no, Mark Zuckerberg went beyond his word, and then he died. Tim Cook came out and said, right, just fix everything between Facebook and iOS and we'll have them as dedicated platforms, which is what they did. I'm not sure about the move with LG and LG with WebOS for the smart TVs. They've said that we're going to planning on using it for, I don't know how much they've sold it for. It doesn't say, it just says at a closed amount. So I don't know. But I don't. They said it's going to use it for smart TVs. I don't know how they're going to bring WebOS to smart TV platforms. Maybe if they alter it round, they could use like the cards as different TV shows, or you can something like that. I'm not sure how they're going to do it. But anyway, guys, thanks for listening, and I'll see you next podcast. Bye.